Alright, hey guys, I hope you're doing well. This is coming to you Tuesday. End of this week, we know we have our Winnipeg General Strike newspaper assignment due, so I just wanted to go over the assignment screen and talk about each of the templates. I know I talked about this in our live lesson late last week, but just in case anyone missed it or wasn't able to view that screen, this is what it looks like. So this is our social studies team general page. I'm going to go up to assignments. And I'm going to go to Winnipeg General Strike newspaper project. I'm going to switch my view. So this is what you see when you click on this assignment, okay? So instructions here, please read the Word document for research topic ideas. Pick a topic and use the 5 W's to do your research. Please record your sources. With your 5W information, write a newspaper article using the Scoop editable, okay? So this Word document, if I click on it, this is your instructions, okay? So again, picking one of these 5 topics, I gave you an example of here of how to dive deeper, okay? And let's take a look then at where you're going to put your research, okay? So as you're researching, you're using this template found in this little PowerPoint, okay? It tells you how to think about the 5 W's, okay? Because the 5 W's are really big questions. So in order to get specific answers, we need to ask more specific questions. So who was involved? So thinking about the event that you're researching, or the maybe the person you're researching, who were they? Which groups of people were involved? Okay, what happened? Okay, so giving an overall start to finish what happened during that time period. When did it take place? So you're thinking about a specific date or a time of year. Where did it take place? Please, in this project, go a little bit deeper than Winnipeg. Okay, so thinking about where did it take place. So for example, if you're thinking about researching about the rich and the poor during this time, the wealthy or the rich were living in the area of River Heights in Winnipeg during that time. The poor, or those living in poverty, were living in Winnipeg's North End. So that's how I would answer that question specifically if I were choosing that topic. And how did it happen? So you're just thinking about like what happened, like how did that all come to fruition? How did that all come to a head? So Bloody Saturday, how did Bloody Saturday happen? Why did it build up and lead to such a violent event when it wasn't meant to be a violent strike, okay? You're going to use that research on this template here, okay? So you can go ahead and you can choose to record it on PowerPoint by adding text boxes, okay? You could go ahead, just open your own Word document and just make sure you have who, what, when, where, why, how. Or if you're not wanting to do this digitally, you can always print to PDF up here and write it down on a piece of paper, take a picture of it, and include it once you're done. Okay? Making sure that you're including where you got your information from in each of these boxes. Okay? So that is part 1 of your assignment. Part 2 is the scoop. Okay, that's your newspaper. Okay, entering the date of your newspaper. Remembering the date is going to be reflective of the time period that you're researching. Okay, your headline, your article, a picture that goes with it. You can continue this article down here if you like, or you can start a new article, making a headline. Remember, newspapers are meant to grab attention. So something I'm thinking about when it comes to writing creatively in this assignment, which is part of your criteria, and I'll talk about that a little bit more, is the headlines. Headlines are meant to grab your attention. So when you're writing a headline, you're really thinking about how do you hook your reader, okay? Again, picture to go with this piece of reading. And then down here, these are 2 bonus boxes. You can either write an article, you can fill it with an image. You choose what you would like to do with those 2 boxes below. Okay, so that's a little bit about your assignments. I want to talk about the rubric now that's going to be attached with your assignments. Okay, so in a moment here, I'm going to flip back to my screen view. But your rubric is really important because that's how I'm going to comment on your work. Okay, so again, there's no marks being given out, but I'm looking for you to meet certain pieces of criteria that shows me your research skills and shows me your strengths as a writer. Okay, and also shows me your strengths as a creative thinker. Okay, so I'm looking for research, writing, and creative thinking with this assignment. So let's take a look at that rubric. Again, this is the view that you see. Here is your rubric. So I'm just going to click on it. Okay, so this is how, once you hand in your work, this is what I use to assess it, and you get this back. Okay, so first things first on your assignment, I'm looking for you to complete the 5 W's graphic organizer with detailed facts about my research topic. So again, detail means that when we're thinking about where Winnipeg General Strike happened, you're not answering with Winnipeg in that box, okay? We need to get a little bit more specific. We need to dive a little bit deeper into our research. We also know what happened in Winnipeg because it is in its name, okay? So just thinking about that as you're answering all those questions, okay, that does mean it will take a little extra time, and that's okay because we got lots of it, people. We got lots of it. All right, next one. I've cited where I got my information in my 5Ws graphic organizer. Any new website you use for your research, you need to record. So if you use one website for your whole assignment, that's okay with me, but if you use more than one, please just make sure you write it down. I have written at least 2 paragraphs, one in each headline box. That includes my voice and the facts from my research. So when I say that includes your voice, that means that there is, it's not just all facts. It's not a list of things that you found on the internet, right? You're putting them together. You may be using a little bit of humor. Maybe you're talking in a style that you think they would talk in 1919, okay? So I'm looking for your voice as well. You've included 2 pictures. These pictures need to connect with your writing, okay? You filled in every box on the scoop. I'm looking for that as well. I'm looking for your final project to be edited, revised, and when I say put together, it looks like it took you time, okay? I'm going to be able to tell that it took time based on the type of research you do, based on the editing and revision of your work, okay? Maybe the types of facts you find, okay? And lastly, my writing and the images I chose are creative and well thought out. So again, I'm looking for some creative thinking with this as well, okay? So that is your rubric. It's all found on this page, everything you can edit, and then everything you can submit. Okay, if you're unsure how to submit, you can message me and I'll send you a YouTube link, okay? All right, guys, so that is your Winnipeg General Strike research assignment. You're going to notice the due date says May 28th. I just changed it to that so that nothing changes with this assignment if I made it this Friday. Those who are not able to complete it in that amount of time, they won't be able to access it as easily, okay? So that's why that date is later. Please, please, please try your best to submit by Friday. If not, let's have a goal for Monday, and if not Monday, please send me a private message and we can talk about an alternate due date, okay? Happy researching. I look forward to reading all of your work, and have a great rest of your Tuesday, guys.